complain? I mean, how does that work?
The trick is that it's not easy to sell to poor people. If you want to sell anything that you sell in the US, let's say shampoo, you can't just go and sell it in India. First of all, there's no road that leads between Mumbai and that village that I'm trying to reach 3,000 kilometers down. You have to innovate a whole new supply chain. Employ local entrepreneurs. You have to repackage it to small pieces that is on daily use. They might buy it one day. Actually, in India, they've been like, a woman buys one pack of shampoo to use it once every 2 weeks. And the profit margins have been 50% for Unilever, the company that did it so far.
Final thoughts for judges?
I mean, that would pass. It doesn't sound like you need money, so.
I mean, there's a fallacy there, but it actually needs a high cost to start it up when you want to collect all that information, try to get the people together to get all the knowledge within a market, you know?
I think the challenge is typically a format like this would be if you said, I need investment capital to go negative and spend a lot up front so that I can start to drive revenue and cash flows in the future. What I hear in your business model is actually the opportunity to sell research and analysis projects to large corporations with deep pockets where they would perhaps front you. A typical consulting engagement might be 1/3 up front, 1/3 in the middle, 1/3 at the end. That you could actually self-finance or bootstrap those consulting engagements from the paying customer in the first place, and avoid having anybody own this business but you.
Absolutely, but it depends on the model. It depends how you would like to deal with the multinationals. Whether, for me personally, I would like to put the cost up front, do my thing, then sell it later on. But if I want to go to a multinational, ask them to finance me from the very beginning, that's an option, but I don't want to do that because I want to gain control and integrity over what I do.
So then it just becomes a sequencing question, right? Because you could still bootstrap your business by starting with some custom projects for prepaying customers, saving the profits, which are going to be considerable. You're going to mark up your time probably 5 to 10 times on a consulting engagement. Save the profits at the end to leverage yourself to those upfront projects that you then syndicate and resell in a secondary market. So I think you've got a roadmap to get to where you want to go. It just may not include outside capital upfront on day zero. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I hope so for your sake, because the best thing about a consulting business is if you're the only owner and you get to mark up your time, 10 times its actual cost. So those consulting services businesses are great ways for an individual with a great big brain and specialized talents to make a god-awful amount of money and do good work too.
Well, I hope so. I love money.
We're probably out of time, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, would have loved to have seen an idea and model that got you closer to the transaction that solved the problem you described. I think the problem you described is large and acute.
Absolutely.
And just think it might have make for a more interesting business if there was an idea around how to get near those $2 a day in some interesting manner.
Awesome. Thanks.